Hey there, and welcome to episode 63 of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. Before we dive into today's episode, I just wanted to take a moment and share with you in advance what I'm going to be offering for Black Friday this year. Because if you are anything like me, I like to know what all of the different offers are going to be out there so that I can take my time and plan and think about where I want to invest my time, energy, and money. This is something that I have been asked to do by my clients time and time again because, as busy mums juggling all of the things as well as running our businesses, we don't always have time to sit and do some coaching and have accountability and sit in front of Zoom calls all the time. We need something that is on the go, something that we can dip in and out of, check in with, and know that we've got that support there whenever we need it without being tied to our laptops or Zoom calls. And so for this Black Friday, I'm going to have just 3 spots available, but I am offering a Vox and Go. This is my 30-day or 90-day voice notes coaching and accountability mentorship program for mompreneurs. If you are looking for high touch accountability and support from a coach that is flexible to the needs of your busy mum schedule, that doesn't require you to be constantly tied to your laptop or Zoom, Vox and Go is it. This is the 30-day or 90-day, totally up to you, whichever you prefer, voice-based coaching container for ambitious mums in business who want clear goals, a flexible action plan, and real-time guidance and accountability whenever they need it most, with no Zoom calls required. If you are ready to grow your business whilst balancing the daily demands of mum life, Vox and Go is going to be here to keep you on track and move you forward one message at a time and pace that suits you. So what is it all about? What does it include? Well, whether you sign up for the 30 days or the 90 days is going to be totally up to you, but it includes 90 days, 30 days of unlimited high-level voice and/or text business coaching and accountability. It can be delivered via Voxer or WhatsApp. It's totally up to you. I know that Voxer isn't for everybody. Some people prefer WhatsApp. And so you get to choose which one you sign up and use with me. And although it's being launched for Black Friday and there's just those 3 spots available, I know that the holidays are on the horizon. And so if you want to snag your spot right now, but you would prefer to start working with me in January, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. Once you're signed up, I'll send you a pre-coaching questionnaire so I can get to know you, your business, and your goals better before we start. Now, I know I said there was going to be no Zoom calls, but we are going to have one initial 60-minute kickstart Zoom call where we can check in on where you are at, look at what your plan is for the coming few weeks and months, and set your goals and devise a plan of action going forward so that we know exactly what we are working on. And then during our time together, you will have unlimited voice and/or text support Monday to Friday during our time together. There's also going to be Monday and Friday accountability check-in chats so we can see what your goals are for the week coming ahead. And then on Friday, check in on how you did and celebrate those wins. Consider me your mentor and cheerleader in your pocket, cheering you on, keeping you in check, helping you with your struggles, and celebrating your wins throughout our time together. And then at the end of our time, there's a final 45-minute wrap-up Zoom call where we will review everything that you've been working on, your progress, and help you come up with a plan of action going forward so that you can keep the momentum going after our time together. If you feel like this is something that you are interested in and you are thinking about working with me previously, but you don't necessarily have the time in your busy schedule to jump on all those Zoom calls, then you want something that is on the go, that you can leave me a message while you're sitting there in the car waiting for your kids to come out from school. You can do that with Vox and Go, and I am here with you every step of the way to help you go from surviving to thriving in your mompreneur journey with this new program, Vox and Go. And so if it is something that you are interested in, make sure that you are signed up to my email list because that is where it is going to be shared first with all of my past clients and all the rest of my email subscribers. And like I said, I'm only going to have 3 spots available in this first round so that I can be there free to give you all of the accountability and support and guidance that you need during our time together, and that I can really, really connect with you, get to know you, your business and your goals, and help you get to where you want to be. So make sure that you are signed up to my email list. You'll find a link to do that in the show notes. Go and head on over, snag my free Unapologetic Mompreneur roadmap that outlines the exact path that I personally use and that I have taken my clients through to help them go from surviving to thriving in their mompreneur journey. And then by doing that, you will be on my email list and you'll be amongst the first to know as soon as Box and Go goes live. And with that all out of the way, let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to the Unapologetic Mompreneur, the podcast for mums with an online business who are ready to take back their time, home, business and self so they can restore the balance and thrive, both at home and at work, without feeling like they have to choose between the two. I'm your host, Sarah Dew, life and biz coach for mompreneurs. I'm also a mum, stepmom, wife, introvert, breast cancer survivor, and your mentor for making a change for the better. I've learned how to go from surviving to thriving and unapologetically create a business I love and the life I want for me and my family without worrying about what other people think. And now I'm here to help you do the same. Because being an unapologetic mompreneur doesn't mean that we're selfish or that we don't care about others. It simply means that we are not afraid to show up as our true, authentic selves, to step into our purpose, do what we know is right for ourselves and the ones we love, and take the steps we need to take to make our dream life and business a reality. Join me each week where I'll be sharing all of my best tips and strategies, plus the occasional dose of tough but gentle love to help you feel empowered, motivated, and confident to take action so that you can become the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. So, are you ready to unapologetically create a business and life you love? Let's do this. So in today's episode, I wanted to share with you some strategies that you can use to overcome one of the biggest struggles that I see all the time in my clients, and that is keeping momentum going and still ensuring progress on your business goals when there's a school holiday. We've got Christmas on the horizon, and I know what it is like this time of year. There is that pull where we just want to spend time with our family. We want to wind down. We want to get into the Christmas spirit and naturally want to make all of those Christmas memories and enjoy all of those Christmas traditions that we do with our kids and make Christmas magical and memorable for them. But at the same time, we all still have businesses to run and we want to be able to keep the momentum going and be able to spend that quality time with our family without feeling that tear between them and our laptops and our businesses every time we turn on our PCs. So how do we do it? How do we actually keep things going in our businesses and not lose momentum over the holidays, but still get to enjoy quality family time? That is what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share with you a few simple strategies that you can start putting into place right now in the leading weeks up to the Christmas break so that you can make sure that you are set and that your business can continue to run on autopilot. You can still get things done on your goals, you can still continue to make sales, and that you're set up and running so that you know that your business can just sit in the background for the couple of weeks over the Christmas break, ticking along nicely without that pressure of having to still do all of the things. And you get to sit back and enjoy the mulled wine and mince pies along with everyone else without worrying about that you are losing momentum in your business, without worrying that you need to go and tackle things in your business and that you are then neglecting your family. The holiday season can be super overwhelming because they are typically a time when our usual work routine gets thrown off and it goes out of the window. The kids are home, we're thinking about presents, we're thinking about what we're going to cook, we're thinking about when to see family and then we're just feeling totally overwhelmed by the fact that we don't have our normal routine and that we're not able to do what we would normally do Monday to Friday when the kids are at school. And with all of that, it can be really hard to find the time to work on our business goals, and it can be super exhausting. The good news is that we don't have to press pause on our businesses entirely during the Christmas break. It is possible to still keep things going and enjoy time with family. It's just all about prepping in advance, being intentional, being realistic about what we can accomplish and managing that time and setting things up in advance so that when it does come to that Christmas break and the kids finish from school, we know that we are safe to able and enjoy ourselves and our time with them and still have things running along in the business because we have been intentional and made the most of the time that we have now leading up to the Christmas break. So here are the few things that you can do now to help you set yourself up so that you are free to have fun with family this Christmas, to get involved in all of the different festivities, to enjoy that quality time, to have those mince pies, to have that mulled wine, and still get things done in your business and not lose momentum on your goals. First, if you are not using the term time roadmap already, now is the perfect time to go and do that. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while or follow me for a while, you know that my business is designed to match Harrison's school academic year. That means there's no quarterly planning for me. There's no 90-day years. It is all about term times. My business matches Harrison's term times. So I have an autumn term, a spring term, and a summer term in my business. I do not do it on quarterly planning. And so if you have not yet done that, if your kid is at school and you have not yet synced your business with your child's academic year, go and do that now, because it takes away all of the pressure, because your business is designed and it matches the terms that your child is at school. And then that means then when it's coming up to the end of the term break, you've already mapped out all of your goals to be in sync with their term times. So step number one is to use your roadmap to help you map out your goals for the remainder of the year. If you don't already have that term time roadmap, if you're not already doing it and you want to get started in syncing your business with your child's academic year, go and snag my term time roadmap workshop. That gives you everything you need to do that so that you can pull it all in alignment, and then you can map your goals to match your child's terms so that when it comes to times like this at the end of the year, you're already set. You already know what you're working on. You've wrapped up your goals to finish in time for Christmas, and you've already done the things you need to do to keep things running and ticking in the background so that you can enjoy your free time. So if you don't already have that roadmap, go and get the workshop. You'll find the link for that in the show notes. Sneaky top tip here. Go and snag my Unapologetic Mompreneur roadmap first. And that one you've signed up for that will redirect you to a super secret page where you can snag the workshop to do the syncing of your business with the child's academic year for just £12 instead of the regular £47. But step number one is to make sure that your business is synced to match your child's school academic year, because that will relieve all of the pressure and that will help you to stop feeling like you are behind and that you are constantly playing catch up, and just removes all of that pressure of keeping things going over the Christmas break. Step number two is to visualize what you want Christmas to look like for you. How do you want to spend time together as a family? What is it that matters most to you and what do you want to do? Map that out. Get clear on what you want your Christmas to look like, how you want to spend your time together, and look in your diary of what you've already got planned in family-wise, of who you're seeing when, where you need to go, what traveling you need to do. Build all of that in so that you can then see how much time you have got left over of when you are free to realistically work and focus on your business. Like I said, this time can be pretty stressful, and we know what it's like as mums, that actually Christmas, most of it comes down to us to make it happen. Of making sure that we've got all of the stocking fillers, that all of the presents are done and ready to go under the tree, that we've worked out what we're going to be cooking. All of that stuff usually comes and sits on our shoulders. So take a look at what you want your Christmas to look like and what you have got already in the diary, and then see what time you have got left to work on your business. Here's the thing. Know that it is okay to scale things back. It's okay to take time off over Christmas. It is okay to enjoy time with family and friends. You do not have to work on your business 24/7 to see the success that you want. So visualize what you want your Christmas to look like for you. What have you got going on and planned out? And then with the time that you have left, look at your goals. What are your top priorities right now? What are the most important? And these next few weeks leading up between now and Christmas, focus on the high impact tasks that are going to move the needle forward, and be super honest with yourself about what can wait until January. You don't have to have everything nailed before the year is out. It's okay to let things go into January if it means that you are not going to be stressed. You are not going to feel rushed or overwhelmed, that it frees you up to spend quality time with your kiddos in these moments that matter. Look at what you've got left that you want to accomplish and ask yourself what is the most important right now and what can wait until January. It's okay if you can't do everything. It's okay if you decide that you don't want to do everything. Give yourself that freedom and flexibility and prioritize. so that you know what you can realistically accomplish between now and Christmas and what you need to do to set yourself up for success so that you can go into the holidays knowing that you are prepped and ready. Which brings me on to number 4, prep time. Use this time going in to make sure that you can set yourself up to free yourself up over the Christmas break by prepping what you can that will make your life easier. If you've listened to my previous episodes about the term time roadmap, you know that I use the last couple of weeks wrapping up each term to prep to tie me over the holiday break. So that means that I use that time to write and schedule all of the emails that I want to go out over the Christmas break. It means that I use that time to record and batch record any podcast episodes and get them scheduled so that I'm not worrying about having to hit publish on a podcast episode over the Christmas break. It means that I'm doing the same with all of my social media posts, that I'm creating and scheduling all of my socials that I want to go out over the Christmas break. Because then on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, I can enjoy time with my boys. We can curl up on the sofa, watch movies, we can play games. We can eat all of the mince pies and Christmas pudding to our heart's content and not worry about, I haven't sent my email this week. I've got to go and write my email. I haven't published a Facebook today. I haven't shared something in my Facebook group. I haven't uploaded my podcast episode to YouTube. I don't have to worry about that because I'm using that time in the weeks leading up to Christmas between now and then to prep for all of that in advance so that I can leave my business to set and forget. So take a look. Once you have decided what your priorities are right now that you can work on to help you move the needle forward between now and Christmas and what can wait until January. When you've done that, ask yourself what you can do to prep in advance that will make your life easier over the Christmas break. Build that into your schedule in these coming weeks up until the Christmas break and get those things done. Yes, it may mean that you have to sit there for 2 or 3 hours creating some social posts and scheduling them. It may mean that you sit there for a couple of hours writing 4 or 5 emails and getting them scheduled. But that upfront work, you really, really will thank yourself later. Next up is to make a little list of some small things that you can do in the little free pockets of time that you have during the Christmas break that will help you make you feel like you're still giving your business the attention that it deserves, but it's not requiring you to be tied to your office or your laptop. There may well be pockets of time when the kids are playing and they're busy or they're off seeing relatives and they're doing things with friends that you may have those few moments where you can do something in your business, whether it's for an hour or a couple of hours or a morning. You may find that there are pockets of time during the Christmas break. You may also find, if you're like me and I love what I'm doing so much, that actually I do still want to work sometimes and I just want to go and do something for an hour. If that's going to be the case for you, have this strategy up your sleeve where you have made a list of things that you can do in your business that don't require a long time, but actually allow you to still keep doing something and making feel like you are making progress. So it could be for me like mapping out an episode of what I want to record next for my podcast in January. That would be super helpful for me. Or mapping out what my next round of 5 to Thrive emails that I send out on a Sunday and just having those listed out. Or mapping out on paper the next workshop that I want to host. What can you do in your business that you can map out or do or catch up on? Maybe it's creating a few pins for Pinterest. Maybe it's designing some graphics for some social posts you want to share in January. What little small things can you do over the holidays if you get those little pockets of time? What can you add to that list that you can dip into that will help you get things moving forward and making progress, but you're not just sitting there faffing, not really achieving anything? Having that list to hand, when you then suddenly realize, actually, do you know what? I've got an hour free right now. I can go and do this, this, and this. I can go and create a few pins. I can go and map out an episode. I can go and jot down the outline for a blog post. Whatever it might be, make a list of go-to tasks that you can do that are relatively quick and easy to do, that don't take up a lot of time to plan or that don't take up a lot of time to dive into and thinking space. Having that list of go-to little tasks that help you move the needle forward, even if you get 10 minutes on one Sunday afternoon over the Christmas break to sit and do those, you'll feel super, super accomplished and feel like you've done something that's helping you get another step closer, but without you having to be there for hours and hours neglecting or feeling like you're missing out on all of the festivities. That is something that has really, really helped me, and it's such a super powerful strategy. And then finally, don't forget to be kind to yourself. During this busy festive period and we're trying to pull everything together, we want to enjoy the seasonal time and have fun with our kids. It can make it feel like we're behind or that we haven't accomplished things, or we can beat ourselves up that we haven't got as far as we want to be. Know that by taking that break and being intentional about how you're spending your time between now and Christmas to set you up, that you're not feeling behind, that you're falling behind. Remember, the holidays are a time to rest and recharge. They are a time to connect with your family, especially at Christmas. And if your kids are young and you want to create those Christmas memories, your business is still going to be there when the holidays are over. Progress isn't always checking off that huge to-do list or accomplishing all of your goals. Keeping the momentum going in your business and making progress in your business over the breaks. Sometimes it's just showing up and doing those small things to keep things ticking so that you are free to spend that time with your family. So if you are wondering about how to keep the business momentum going in the holidays and still have things ticking over without requiring you to be there and miss out on all of the festivities, or feel that tear between your business and your kids by turning on your laptop this Christmas, here are a few strategies. Let's recap on what they are. First, make sure that you are syncing your business with your child's academic year. If your kids are at school and you've not yet done this, sync your business. Use my term time roadmap workshop to help you do that. Remember, go and snag my Unapologetic Mompreneur roadmap freebie, which the link for is in the show notes. When you do that, it will take you to that super secret link so you can snag that workshop for just £12 instead of the $47, and it will show you in 60 minutes how to sync your business with your child's academic year, because that will take away all of the pressure, that will take away all of that feeling of behind and catch up and help you map out your business for the year going ahead. It's so, so powerful. Second is to visualize what Christmas looks like for you. What do you want to do this Christmas? What have you already got planned in? And map out what time you have got free to work on your business and what you would like to have accomplished before the year is out. Then use this time between now and the Christmas break to work on those things that matter the most. What priorities do you have in your business? Map those out and work on them over the coming weeks, and use those weeks leading up to help you get ready, which is that prep time. Next up, remember the prep time. Use those last few weeks to help you do those emails, those social posts. What can you put in place now that will give you then that freedom and time to enjoy time with the kids, so that in the midst of unwrapping the presents, you're not stressing that you haven't scheduled your email yet for that day. Do yourself a favor, because you really, really will thank yourself later. And then make that list of those little tasks that you can do that won't take too long, so that if you do get a pocket of time where you've got an hour free or a couple of hours free and you want to feel productive and like you're still making progress, have that list to hand. Whether it's mapping out a blog post, creating a new schedule post for Facebook or Instagram, or creating a few pins for Pinterest. Have that list of go-to tasks that you can do that are relatively quick to do, but will make you feel like you're accomplished, so that when you do get those spare few moments, you can feel like you're moving forward in your business still. And then finally, be kind to yourself. Remember, holidays are meant as a time for rest, recharge, and reconnecting. Just because you're scaling back and you're prepping now so that you are free doesn't mean that you are falling behind. Just because you're choosing what you can accomplish right now based with the time you've got between now and Christmas, and you're letting some projects go into January, that doesn't mean you're falling behind. That means you are being smart. You are being a smart business owner and making decisions that fit with your family's needs and this busy time of year. So I hope that that helps, and know that it is still possible to make progress over the Christmas break in your business. But it doesn't mean that you have to be working on your business constantly, that you do get to sit back and enjoy the mulled wine and mince pies along with everybody else. I hope that this has been helpful. I'd love to know which one of these you are going to implement first. Send me a message over on Instagram at the Unapologetic Mompreneur. And if you've got any questions about anything I've shared today, or you want to dive deeper and want a little bit more help with these, then just send me a message on Instagram. I'm here for you. That's it for this episode, and I look forward to chatting with you in the next. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of the Unapologetic Mompreneur podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you have a moment, I would love for you to leave me a rating and a review so that other mompreneurs can find this podcast too. Here's to unapologetically becoming the mum, wife, biz owner, and woman you know you are meant and deserve to be. I can't wait to chat with you in the next episode. Bye for now.